back in the garage again. And the past few videos, we have completed the 1.5 JZ swap, the new engine for 2022, along with the 4-speed GSR dog box. We just finished this up a few weeks ago right before the engine went, and that's a bummer, but that thing is amazing. It's been great. I love it. Best thing ever to do to a drift car or any kind of race car. But in other news, we have some more work to do. I'm not going to this video. This video is going to be more of an update slash what's going to happen this year in 2022. All right, so this year, 2022, is a really, really big year. I have a lot planned, a lot coming, and I'm just really, really excited for this upcoming year with the car, the channel, the other 2JZ 240SX you just saw, the FRS build we're going to start doing, some other stuff. I want to kind of really branch off away from just my car, even though that's what takes up all of my time. But I'm going to do my best to like try and do some new stuff this year, as long as this car stays together in between the clutch shakers rounds. We've kind of went through this car now to find all the issues we could possibly find with it. I think we found all the issues so far with this thing to make this thing basically indestructible. I'm hoping and praying, fingers crossed. I hope this thing can run all year, no issues, and just drive, and not have any failures so I can have fun, compete, and do well. But before I branch off too far away from my car, I wanted to just tell you guys what's in store for this car this year, other than the new stuff we just did. So if you are new to the channel, this is my 1.5 JZ swap 240SX S13 3071R turbo GSR dog box, some BC parts on it, and I really try to make this thing look good at all times. I like shiny stuff, I like restored stuff, I like powder coated stuff, I like everything to look really good and really clean at all times. It's not because it's, you know, it needs to be clean, but like I like my stuff clean. I don't like, you know, dirty and nasty stuff. I like my stuff looking perfect at all times. But anyway, this car is an amazing car. I love this car. There's new wheels on it that have not been released yet. I cannot show you guys yet, but they will be out soon once this thing is up and driving. The interior is a HGK dash with the dog box in the center, ECU Master 80U5, and a bunch of other goodies. But we'll get to that later. I'll probably do a car check later on this year, so we can get an update on this thing. It's on BC Racing DS Series coilovers, 12K front, 4K rear. We're actually going to be upgrading those very, very soon, and I cannot wait for that. It has a Wise Fab front and so on. So this car is great. I love this car. I will always have this car. I'll never get rid of it. And if it comes apart, we'll put a different engine in it, kind of stuff like that. But other than this car, we have the 2JZ 240SX, which is my girlfriend's S13, that we kind of got together and kind of modified. We did buy it swapped for a crazy, crazy deal, and that is why we have it. But onto that car. Okay, so other than my 240, we have another 240 here that me and my girlfriend got, and it's basically hers, and this thing is awesome. I love this car. It's a perfect, you know, stock body 240 with an amazing engine, 2JZ in there, 3071R, stock ECU, stock everything else. It runs literally perfect. It is so comfortable, and I love this thing. There's a lot of things I want to do to it and change and clean up and make a lot better, but I haven't got to it, but you can look forward to that very, very soon. Got the pretty sweet Kansais on there, the Kansai Rokus. I love those things in chrome, nice and poppy. I want to do a kit on this car, new paint, pull the engine, completely restore the whole entire thing, kind of make it look like my car, but you know, new. And that's next for this car. But it has an angle kit. The interior is mint. This car is the best car ever, daily drive or drive around town or drift or whatever. But I do have a lot of plans for this thing, which I'm very excited about, that we will get to later on once we have some time. But you can definitely see that in the future on this channel. But one more thing, this thing has some new wheels on it. You guys probably know what they are. I put it on Instagram and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna release it just yet. I want to do a really badass like reveal with it, like a video of me driving, all that kind of good stuff. So the new look is freaking so sick. I love it. It is so aggressive. It's exactly what I want, and I'm super stoked on it, but you'll see it very, very soon. So in a few weeks, we will be doing an S14 subframe conversion going into the S13, which allows me to have better suspension geometry and also allows me to run a Z diff. So in order to do that, you need the GK Tech bushings. These bushings basically change the point to where the subframe rod goes into the subframe itself. Basically, the holes on the bushings are kind of like offset. As you can see here, it's kind of like not in the center. You kind of mock it up, hammer them in, and it now places the rod to be in the correct position for it to go in the subframe. So it's pretty cool. I cannot wait to do that. The car will be much faster, much better suspension geometry, and all that kind of good stuff. I get some new arms, some new lower control arms, and all other arms, the new bushings, the new solid diff bushings that go here as well that you have to have. I have those too. They're right here. And then we'll clean this whole entire thing up, scratch it up, you know, get it real nice and, you know, primered, and completely make this thing brand new in black, making it look all brand new. Have a whole entire brand new rear end all painted and clean and nice. Under the car is very, very dirty. So, you know, it doesn't look that bad, but, you know, it's kind of crusty. I have never pulled that subframe out of this car. It's been a while, a bunch of gunk on there and nastiness. So I'm excited to have a brand new whole entire rear end that can look nice and shiny. Even though it'll get messed up and no one really sees it, I like having it look nice as well as all other stuff in this car. So, you know how it goes. So again, that'll be in a few weeks. In a few videos from now, we'll get that going. I already started on it, so I'm really excited to do that. But first, I want to get this engine dialed and ready to go to get tuned. So now that this is completely done and ready to go, we're waiting on one part, and it's the water neck to go from the pump to the neck. And my injectors are at FIC right now, so I can have them inspected. They did say that the injector 6 was fine for some reason, don't know why. I did get a replacement regardless, but then we noticed that the plug going into cylinder 6 had some shit in it. It was like oil and gunky, and I think the injector itself did not have good contact from the plug to the injector. So I think maybe some oil leaked out of the previous valve covers into that plug, and it got all nasty and gunky and kind of wouldn't let it fire. So I got a new injector coming, gonna replace that, throw them in probably tomorrow, start it up, hopefully it starts good. The new pipe will be in there so I can actually bleed the coolant, and this thing will be ready to get tuned. We also have some brand new ECU master sensors coming in to get some more data on this engine while it's running. We're gonna get some new sensors to be plugged into the dash so I can read everything on the dash, fuel pressure, oil temp, along with the other sensors I have on here already, so we can know everything that's going on. We're also going to put a live data logger in there with the SD card, to where every time I do a lap, I push the SD card in and it's logging, so if anything happens or anything's iffy, or if we just want to check the map, we can look at it every lap, make sure the engine's healthy, there's nothing fishy going on to have any other catastrophic failure. So I'm very excited to do that. Those come in tomorrow, so this weekend we'll get this thing running over to Alberto's shop, and then we'll start wiring those things in and getting this thing ready to go. I'll probably tune the car with the current rear setup in there right now. After that is done, we'll move to doing the S14 subframe conversion and all that kind of stuff. All right, sorry, I know I've been talking a lot. I'm just gonna pull a chair aside, sit down, and talk to you guys about what's gonna happen this year. All right, so 2022 is gonna be a very, very, very big year. Lots of changes as in the car, and competitions and traveling, all that kind of good stuff. And I'm very excited for it. But this past year, I know it's been kind of weird on the channel, was just constantly doing the same thing with the car. And, you know, I'm getting bored of it. Hopefully you guys are not. I'm trying my best to do very good with it. But now it's the next step. And now I really want to branch off and do a bunch of new stuff that I'm very excited about. But with that being said, I'm not going to stop making content with this car, obviously. That's my main thing. But I'm going to continue to do my thing with it. But then I want to branch off and start a new build. And about a year and a half ago, I did buy that FRS shell, and things kind of fell apart after that with my truck, with, you know, living situation and the car, and so it kind of just went gone. But now everything's settled, and I'm really, really in a good spot. I'm gonna pull the FRS over here and start digging into it, just getting, you know, gutting it, getting it ready for fab, and prepping it. I'm gonna do it in stages, so I'll do like a content series as in with stages, as in like, you know, fab, and then, you know, parts, suspension, engine stuff, and etc. Normal build, like, it's not gonna be build, because that's just gonna cost too much money with clutch triggers going on and all that kind of stuff. So it's just gonna be a whole thing. So I'm gonna do my best, start the build, you know, do the process of it, stripping it down for fab, getting fab done, next step, in between, you know, this car and the series, and clutch triggers and OSW and whatever else I drive, or whatever I can cover on this, I'm still gonna cover. So that's the plan. Plan 3 is we're going to start doing stuff to my girlfriend Kaya's 2JZ S13. It's in a very, very good spot mods-wise right now, but I want to kind of restore the whole entire thing. I want to pull the motor, do the whole thing like I said before, and so on. So the biggest thing this year for 2022 that is going to be happening very soon is Season 3 of Clutch Triggers. Now, I've competed in the past 2 seasons, not every single round. I've had some really, really bad luck, and I hope that my bad luck is gone, since we're not going to be at the same track this year. This year for 2022, Season 3 of Clutch Triggers is going to be at the Freedom Factory. I'm very excited for it. It's kind of a very weird track, oval track with the concrete in the middle and the asphalt and then all different kinds of pavement, but we'll make it work. It's going to be great. It's going to be great for, you know, media, for you guys. It's way closer to me. It's not a 7-hour drive anymore. It's basically local. It's going to be great for spectators, you know, of the stands, and it's going to be awesome. They have VIP tickets this year. You can actually walk down to the pits and all that kind of good stuff. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm very excited for it. I'm not competing in the points championship. I'm only competing in the normal round by round, which is fine with me because I'm just trying to go have fun, win a round, whatever. But the points championship, not my thing. But other than that, that's really it for 2022. But Formula Drift did announce there will be a Pro-Am series in Florida that I might be competing in. I can't promise it. I don't know if I can juggle, you know, a full-time job, clutch shakers, YouTube, family, this, that. So I kind of want to just focus on clutch shakers this year, just so I can, you know, put my time into that, dial that in, show my skill, and then move on from there. But other than that, I can't predict the future. You know, whatever happens, happens. This year's going to be great either way. I'm really excited for all the stuff coming up. I'm very excited to drive this car more with a bigger engine, with the dog box, go have fun, and just drive as hard as I can, have as much fun as possible, hopefully come out on top one time. Lately, I really have been trying to bring you guys awesome content. Hope I'm doing a good job of that. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm going to bring as much more as I can this year and do it as long as I can. I'm trying to get one video a week. It's kind of tough, but I'm trying my best. And as long as I have content and the funds to do it, I'm going to keep providing it. So this video is a lot of talking. I know, not much of a video, but I really wanted to get you guys in and update you guys on what to expect for this year. 2022 is going to be awesome. I'm so excited for you guys to come on board with me, and I'm very excited to, you know, start this journey. And one big, huge shout out to my sponsors. My sponsors have already been taking care of me as soon as the year started for a bunch of whole new parts and upgrades for this car. It's going to be great, and I'm very, very thankful to be in the position I'm in to get these sponsors and these awesome parts, these awesome companies. So I'm very stoked on that, and also I'm very, very thankful to have you guys. The channel has been doing much better lately. Very stoked on that. I wish I'm the hardest to, you know, put my best content out there, like I said. So, but yeah, this video is a lot of talking. Sorry, I keep blabbering, but once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon.